We continue our pre-recorded video. Okay, so on the previous video, I'm talking about simple present tense. All right, and then for this video, I'll focus on the next type of tenses, which is we call it present continuous tense, or in American they call it progressive tense, present progressive tense. All right, the basic on how to form this tense is actually you have to pair be verb plus verb ing. Okay, be verb here means in present tense. For example, we have am, we have is, and we have are. Okay, am for only for I, and then is for singular and are for plural. Okay, and then you use verb which you have added with ing. Okay, for example, okay, like this. Okay, we have a be verb is in present progressive. We have am, is, and are, like I've told you before. All right. For example, Musa is reading a book now. Okay, so showing that the action are happening at the moment of you speaking. Sedang berlaku. So, for example, Musa is reading a book now. Musa sedang membaca buku sekarang. Alright, so if you want to translate it to English, you have to use present continuous or present progressive. First, be verb, okay, plus verb ing. So be verb here is actually is, and then we have read plus ing become a reading. You just plus ing for this form, okay, if you want to use a present progressive. All right, Salma is sewing at her bedroom. So we have used again is for be verb, and then we have sewing, okay, from the word sew. All right. Okay, the negative sentence for present progressive or present continuous is actually very easy. Okay, you just plus not, okay, in the middle of between be verb and also the verb ing. Okay, for example, Ahmad is reading the book. Okay, if you want to state that Ahmad tidak membaca buku, you just say Ahmad is not reading the book, or you can say Ahmad isn't reading the book. The second sentence, the students are reading the book. Okay, you can change it to the students are not, or the students aren't reading the book. All right. Number 3, either Ali or his brothers are reading the book. Okay, you can change it to either Ali or his brothers are not or aren't reading the book. Okay, it's very simple. You just add not between the be verb and also the verb ing. Okay, and then you can produce the negative sentence in present progressive. All right, the next one. Okay, Ali is, if you want to change it to question, if you want to make form question from the present progressive, again, you have to change it to negative, then you just jumble up the sentence and become the question. Okay, like this. Ali is reading the book. Ali is not reading the book. Is Ali reading the book, or isn't Ali reading the book? Okay, you put the verb in the beginning and then subject after that. Okay, it will become the question. And you use a question mark. Okay, they are not, sorry, they are reading the book. They are reading the magazine. They are not reading the magazine. So, question, or aren't they reading the magazine? Okay, it's very, very simple. You have to understand the structure, and then you just relocate, or sorry, you jumbled up, you change the subject to the verb, verb to the subject position, then it becomes the question. Okay, we will discuss this in the live classroom, don't worry. Okay, also this one. Okay, I think I will continue with the simple past tense. Okay, simple present tense, we talk about something happen in the present, and present progressive when you want to stress on the what is happening now. Okay, we use simple past tense when you want to explain something in the past. Okay, for example, yesterday, or maybe last week, or maybe last month. Right, so we have to use what we call simple past tense All right, to form it is it's not that easy because of you have to change the verb. Okay, regular verb usually you add ed or maybe you add d at the verbs end with e. All right, so irregular verb we have irregular and irregular. Regular mean yang biasa, irregular yang luar biasa. Okay, usually irregular verb can change in many different way. Okay, and the verb form is the same for all person and they don't use any SVAO. One good thing in past tense, you don't need to follow the subject verb agreement rules. Okay, you just focus on how to form the verb into the past form. Okay, into the past form. Okay, for example, we have here. Okay, he went to his sister's so last week. Okay, when is actually past tense for go. Okay, this is actually irregular verb because we don't use he go it or he got to his house. Okay, even though the tense in present is actually go, you don't change it. You don't plus d or ed, but then you totally change to when. Why? Because this is actually the past form. That's why it is called irregular verb. Okay, luar biasa. All right, and then we have my grandmother spoke to that man yesterday. This is one more example of irregular verb from the word speak. It becomes spoke. Okay, you don't say speaked to show the past tense, but then you say spoke. All right. I wanted to call you last night. This is actually example of regular past tense. Okay, because from the word want, you just plus ed, it become wanted. All right. Same goes to the next sentence. She screamed loudly after she got a nightmare. Okay, screamed, you plus ed is actually regular verb, and then got is actually irregular verb become from the word get. Okay, you don't say get that, but then you change it to got. Okay, when you use in the past form. All right, if you notice it, you know, screamed and got, you don't need to plus s because of you don't need to follow a subject agreement. You don't say she screams or she got. No, only because it's already in the past form. No matter the subject is singular or plural, okay, you just focus on the past form. All right, when we should use a simple past tense, all right, when it's actually a completed action in the past, all right, and it's already happened, it's already completed. For example, we have here, I saw a movie yesterday and it's completed. You you don't need to, you don't watch the movie today. Okay, you just completed yesterday. So we need it is completed, you use a past tense. All right. I didn't see a play yesterday. This is actually the negative form. All right. They mean yesterday you didn't see. So just finish like that. It's completed. Okay. And it is actually did not see. And then last year I traveled to Japan. Today, this year I no longer to go to anywhere because of COVID maybe. So it's completed. So you say last year I traveled to Japan. So you use past tense. Last year I didn't travel to Korea. Okay, so I use the same context of the sentence, but I change it to negative form. Okay, we will learn the negative form on the next slide, guys. The series of a complete action, not only complete action, but maybe a series or chronology of the complete action. For example, yesterday you want to explain something happened first, second, third. So it's already in the past, so you use past tense. For example, okay, I finished work, walked to the beach, and found a nice place to swim. Okay, I mean maybe yesterday you want to tell what you did yesterday. So this is a series of complete action. So you use past tense. Okay, he arrived from the airport at 8 o'clock. Checked into the hotel at 9 and met the others at 10. And already is actually maybe happened in the past. It's already happened. It's happened in the past tense. Okay, maybe yesterday, maybe last week, yeah, or maybe last month. Okay. Again, did you add a flour, pour the milk, and then add the eggs? It's actually in the form of a question. you can also use these tenses, right? Okay, duration in the past. The simple past can be used in the with the duration we start and stop in the past. Duration is no longer actually indicated by expressions such as for 2 years, for 5 minutes, all day, all year. This is actually same with the first condition, which is the action is already completed. For example, said I lived in Brazil for 2 years. Okay, you just live Brazil 2 years and then that's it. The moment you speak, you no longer live in Brazil. So you use past tense. Shauna studied Japanese for 5 years. Okay, only 5 years. After 5 years, she maybe don't did not study the Japanese yet. Okay, and completed in 5 years. And that's it. Okay, they sat at the beach all day. Okay, and you try to explain the completed action. Maybe maybe yesterday. Okay. They did not stay at the party the entire time. We talked on the phone for 30 minutes. How long did you want for them? Okay, we waited for 1 hour. Okay, so this is actually an example of how duration in the past can be used in a simple past tense. Okay, habits in the past. Okay, and it's already completed basically. Okay, for example, you say, I studied French when I was a child. And now when I am a teenager, I'm no longer study French. It's completed. All right. Kalau you still study the French, you cannot say past tense. You have to say I have studied French since I was a child and until now I've still studied French. So you use perfect tense. Okay, but then tapi kalau you hanya belajar French only waktu kecil dan besar you tak belajar lah, you use past tense. Alright, he played the violin. He used to play the violin. Alright, he didn't play the piano. Did you play a musical instrument when you were a kid? She worked at the movie theater after school and they never went to school. They always skipped the class to show the habit they did when they in the school. So they never went to school and they always skipped class. All right, so the moment you speak, maybe they have changed to become a positive person and they go to school and never skip the class. Yeah, but then this sentence talk about the habit of this person in the past and it's already completed. Past fact or generalization. The simple past can be used to describe past fact or generalization which are no longer true. You know, for example, like this, you always use used to. Yeah, for example, she was shy as a child, but now she is very outgoing. Okay, that's why you use was because it's already completed. You pemadu zaman dulu you pemadu, tetapi sekarang you dah tak pemalu. You are very outgoing. Right? He didn't like tomatoes before, but now he maybe start eating tomato. All right. Do you live in Texas when you were a kid? Okay. And you can say yes or no. All right. And it's already completed. Okay, people paid much more to make cell phone calls in the past. Okay, but nowadays people pay much more for other things. Okay, not only cell phone calls in the past, because I think nowadays we paid more for the internet data, not for the to make a cell phone calls, I guess. Okay, that's why they use past tense here. Okay, so the fact had already completed in the past, dah sudah berlaluan dan kita tak cakap dah, because we're talking about contohnya people zaman dahulu ya they membayar lebih untuk membuat call, but now people pay more to get more internet data or internet data. Okay, so the habit is not, so the fact is not happening now. Okay, so kita tak guna lah, so kita change from we use past tense to describe this phenomenon, right? Okay, the negative sentence in simple past sentence, I think I have show it to you, but I just want to explain how to form it. It's very simple. You use did. Okay, kalau negative sentence in simple present, kita gunakan do or does. Alright, but for negative sentence, we use did. For example, I hang out with my friend. It's actually hanged out is actually negative. Sorry, it is actually affirmative. Affirmative in past tense. So if you want to change to negative sentence, it become I did not or I didn't hang out with my friend yesterday. Okay, if you notice, if you after you use did not or didn't, you usually will neutralize or use the verb without any past form. Mean you can use in the root verb, which is hang. Okay, hang is actually a present form, but then if you can actually use it with negative form of past tense, which is did not and didn't. Okay, so did not and didn't change or neutralize. Okay, neutralize the word hanged out, become hang out. Okay, same goes to next sentence. From the word they hanged out last night, it changed to they did not or didn't hang out. You don't need to plus ed for hang because of past tense. We can actually look at the negative signal here, did not or didn't. Okay, it's already enough to show that this is actually past tense. Okay, he was a chubby boy. Okay, when you try to use with adjective, okay, chubby, which is chubby, so it become he was not a chubby boy. Okay, you just plus not, okay, after the be verb. Okay, to make a question is very simple. You just jumbled up again. Okay, from the word Ali did not walk to the park or Ali walked to the park become did Ali or didn't Ali walk to the park. We just switch, you know, the word Ali to the, so the word did in front of the sentence, in the beginning of the sentence, and Ali become after that. Okay, so because it become subject, sorry, verb, subject, and object. All right. Same goes to the next sentence. Okay, they chatted to each other. Okay, they did not chat to each other. Did or didn't they chat to each other? Okay, so again, you have to refer to negative form to make to form a question to make the process easier. Okay, we'll discuss this in the live classroom, all these we call the exercises. Okay, I guess that's it from today. I will continue past continuous progressive tense in the live classroom. Okay, because again, that's now I have give a pre-recorded of what we call simple present tense and simple past tense. So I guess that's it from today for my pre-recorded video. So my pre-recorded video content first is simple present tense, and my second video I combine with past tense and also present progressive for you to watch before we meet on Monday. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.